What's up, Christy? I'm on the Fellowship for Followers of Christ. I really should be on my way to therapy right now. I don't know for sure if I had an appointment or not. I never got an email response, so. And, I can't stop crying long enough to see straight, so I figured I probably shouldn't try to drive to Oak Ridge today. There's the old man getting up over there. So I haven't been coming on here because I haven't been wanting to share like any negative energy, negative news, bad news, grief, pain. Everyone is going through so much, and there's so much going on in the world, and I'm going through so much. And 121, and I am going through it completely alone, and I don't get me wrong, I appreciate the help and support that I do have. My little brother's been amazing. I'm not saying that not a soul on the planet has done anything to help me out. That's not what I'm saying at all. I appreciate everything. It's that I am in a place where for maybe the first time ever, I don't really know how to articulate my needs. I don't really know where to go or who to articulate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Being the person, it was 232. Being the person that others always came to whenever they had problems and felt overwhelmed, and they needed someone with a clear head who could think straight and, see the bigger picture and navigate from a higher perspective, stay calm under pressure when they were breaking apart. And I was always that person for everyone. And now I feel like I'm the one breaking apart, but I don't have a me to turn to. So that's a little anxiety inducing. But yeah, so I had well, first of all, today is July 17th. And long before I ever heard of Twin Flame 717 or any of that stuff, the significance of this day to me was the fact that it was the date that I calculated would have been the day that the child I became pregnant with at 14 would have been due. The child that I was forced to terminate 3 days before Christmas when I was 14 years old. And so it's the date that I made my first suicide attempt, because all the things that I went through before, during, and after that, the rest of the year didn't get any better. A lot of really bad things happened, and I lost a really good friend, and I lost a lot of people, but I particularly was impacted by the death of someone I considered a close friend through gun violence. So yeah, there was just a lot. There were a lot of reasons, but I picked that date in particular for that reason. And so yeah, I feel like I tell the story too much, and I don't know who all has heard it or whatever, so I don't like to get into it, but basically, I just got to the point where I felt like if this is all my life is going to be, then what's the point, you know? It's just bad thing after bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. It never stops. It's just, it won't let up, you know? It's just trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. Why would anyone want to endure this? That's crazy. No, thank you. Got to be somewhere better than this, right? And I took a bottle of my mom's Magnum 357s, which were caffeine pills. She had 27 left in a 30 count bottle. And I counted them as I swallowed them, and I took 27. Long story short, my sad little traumatic life flashed before my eyes while I listened to Tupac, Me Against the World. And, ironically, I think that was the album that got left behind the night I lost my virginity. Something like that. The start of all this nonsense. Anyway, something Tupac said in the song made me consider the fact that I didn't want that to be my story. I wanted to have a better story. I wanted to do something better. And I couldn't do that if that was the end for me. So I needed to fight through the blindness that had already taken over and the heart palpitations that felt like my chest was about to explode because I had just ingested enough caffeine to kill me, you know. I'm sure I was dehydrated. I never drank any water when I was a kid. So yeah, I forced myself to... Yeah. Anyway, whatever. I'm still here. Hi, I'm still here. I'm alive. 30 years later, and I'm still alive. And the sad thing about it is, 30 years later, and I'm like, why? What was the point? Sorry. I don't want to feel like this right now. I just do. And I understand that a lot of it is not even like, it's my medical diagnosis. Because 757, because part of that is the hormone imbalance that causes the mood swings. But the frustrating part about it is I can't keep my moods in check long enough to take care of things like I need to. But I still have to take care of things, like things still have to be taken care of. I just really never thought it would be like this. I never saw myself being here all alone. 45. Apparently I have a endometrioma. There's still a possibility that it could be cancer, but on the bright side, it's probably not cancer. But I'll still probably have to have surgery, so... And the frustrating part is not even that I have to have surgery. It's that my first thought was, oh God, how much is that going to cost? And who's going to drive me? How am I going to get there and get back? Because I don't have anyone. So, and I don't mean to keep saying that to sound like sad or pathetic or like whatever. Like, I'm not trying to invoke like feelings of, do you know what I mean? Like sympathy or pity or like whatever. It's just frustrating because that is my reality. That is my reality. I've been used as a caregiver since I was a small child. And now when I need it, be kind to people today. You have no idea what they're going through. I don't know who this will help or if it'll help anyone at all, but I hope it helps someone today. Just remember, you are loved. You are forgiven. You can be saved. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done or what's been done to you, you can repent. You can repair. You can be redeemed. Much love.